Good evening, guys. Welcome to one more Aussizz Facebook Live session. As you guys have requested in the past, we have brought two of the courses and two of the streams which we will be talking about today. We are very fortunate to have Sude from migration as well, because every single time we go on live, you guys ask so many migrations questions. We thought it's better to have someone from migration who knows their stuff. We will be talking about, as you probably would have seen the poster, we will be talking about the hospitality and automotive sector today. Of course, the entry requirements and the pathways for both will be similar, so we will not waste too much time. As you guys know that, please ask any questions you may have in the comment section, and we will take one by one. We'll try our level best to take as many questions as possible. Let's not waste any more time and start with Ravina. Ravina, can you please tell us the entry requirements and pathways for we'll cover both the streams, so let's take the automotive and let's take hospitality as well, please.
Thank you, Mangaresh. Hi, everyone. This is Ravina from Aussizz, Sydney. So I'll start with automotive first. So entry requirements are basic everywhere. So you need to have, if we talk about academically, so you need to have minimum qualification of year 12. And in English, you need to have minimum 5.5 overall 5 bands. And it is the same with commercial cookery and hospitality courses. So this is the standard entry requirements.
Okay, excellent. So we pretty much covered that. Let's come to colleges. Can we start from Brisbane? Prithvi, can you please tell us about the colleges, what you guys have in Brisbane, which provides both the streams?
Okay, thanks Mangaresh for introducing me. So yes, we have heaps of colleges in Brisbane and Gold Coast, both but I'm just going to cover the major 4 colleges which offering this course, certificate 4 or 3 and diploma and advanced diploma of automotive, and same time certificate 3 in cookery and commercial cookery as well in certificate 4. So there are Macallan College, TEP, Queensland, Aussizz College, and Imagine College as well. So if you guys looking for Macallan College, that they provide certificate 3 in light vehicle mechanical technology and certificate 4 in automotive mechanical technology as well. The duration for this course is 104 weeks for this course, and they offer this course for 19,500, and this college is based on Brisbane. But if you guys looking for the Gold Coast, if you guys looking for 5 points extra for regional, then there are one college which offering this course same that Macallan do. And if Gold Coast, there are $20,000 for this course, and Brisbane it is 16,000, and they have an intake in March, June, and September. And same with the cookery and hospitality. They have Imagine College have a campus in Gold Coast as well. So if you guys interested in this college, then same intake as automotive, March, June, and September in Gold Coast, and same as Brisbane. And if you looking for Brisbane, then there are $16,000 for this course. And there are one college in Brisbane, which is Aussizz. They have an intake in January, April, and July, and October. And they're offering $27,000 and $500. And they're also offering 10% scholarship for the students. So if you guys looking for scholarships, then this is the only college that provide of scholarship for the students. And yes, we have a TEF Queensland, but they only have February and July intake. But the cost for this course is pretty high as compared to other colleges, and which is $24,000. So yeah, these are the main colleges in Brisbane and Gold Coast. Yeah, thanks, Mangaresh. Back to you.
Before going to your neighboring state, New South Wales, I got a question from Sajid for Sujay. Sajid is asking what trade courses preferred in WA. So that would be for you. What trade courses preferred in Western Australia?
Hi, Sajid. Hi, everyone. I just introduced myself. This is Sudha. I am a registered migration in Melbourne office. Yes, Sajid, if you are looking to Western Australia, for graduate stream for 190 visa, they offer like a 190 if you complete 2-year study in Western Australia. And apart from 2-year study, you have to have a offer of employment for 12 months after completing the course. So it doesn't matter if the course that you are studying, it's related to your skill assessment or not, as long as you complete any 2-year study in Western Australia, so you will be eligible. But all the trade of all like these two trade occupations that we are discussing today, which is cookery, which is chef, and motor mechanic, they are both available in Western Australia. So as long as you study 2-year course, which gonna be a package for certificate 3, 4, and diploma, and after that you will have a job offer, you can apply for 190 visa.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sudhay. Guys, we will be covering the hospitality and automotive courses today. So please try and ask us questions regarding those courses. If you have any migration related query, please do not hesitate to get in touch with Sudhay. I'm sure she'll be able to look after your case. Going back to Ravina. Ravina, can you please tell us about the colleges in NSW pretty much?
Yes, Mangaresh. So we have plenty of options for both the courses in automotive and in commercial cookery and hospitality sector. So I'll take a name for the few colleges which are kind of popular in both the fields. So we have, in terms of cookery, it starts from certificate 3. It will be a whole package. Like if somebody wants to go into this course, they have to start from certificate 3. So it will be certificate 3 in commercial cookery plus certificate 4 in commercial cookery, and it will be packaged with diploma of hospitality management. And if somebody wants to go for bachelor's or higher education in future, they can also go for bachelor's degree in hospitality or tourism management and master's in the same field later on, like if they have future plans to go for higher education. So tuition fees starts from around $13,000 and it can go up to $30,000 plus dollars. Depends upon the institution where they are taking admissions. There are cheap providers. There are institutes which are like having a very good reputation, and they are very, very old institutions in Australia. So tuition fees basically will depend upon the institution and the location where they're actually taking admission. And for automotive also, that course will start from certificate 3. It will be certificate 3 in light vehicle mechanical technology plus certificate 4 in the same thing, and then diploma of automotive technology. And the minimum duration would be 2 years or 2.5 years in case of automotive, because they offer like certificate 3 for 1 year, then certificate 4 for 6 months, and then again diploma for 1 year at least. So altogether, the duration will be around 2.5 years to 3 years, depending upon the college. Some colleges do offer 1 year each course. And in cookery, it will be 2 years minimum. So in automotive, tuition fees again starts from $12,500, and it can go up to around $27,000, $28,000, or maybe more than that, depending upon the package of the course and the duration of the course. And yeah, and if we talk about in terms of intakes, every college do have monthly intake, so admission is not an issue. Like they can come into at any point of time throughout the year, and they can get their admission done accordingly.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Aksh, we'll come back to our home state. Can you please tell us about Victoria?
When it comes to Victoria, in hospitality sector itself, we have different courses. So we don't have just commercial cookery, we do have bakery and patisserie as well. Now, patisserie is available with Lake Cordon Bleu and all the TAFEs as well, and William Anglis College. Bakery, however, is available with Nova Institute. And commercial cookery is available with most of the institutes in Australia, including TAFE, Acumen, A Poly, then we have EIT. So we have commercial cookery available almost in all of the institutes in Australia, apart from universities as well. We do have regional institutes when it comes to commercial cookery, which include Veritas Institutes and TAFE. Now, the average course fee for commercial cookery in itself is, for certificate 3, it would be anywhere around 12,000 to 16,000. But when it gets packaged with certificate 4, the total package cost comes down to be 14,500 to 18,000. There are colleges like regional colleges which package it up till diploma, and the total cost of the entire course would be 24,500 as well. Now moving on to automotive. For automotive, there are different streams again: light vehicle, heavy vehicle, and then there's automotive diesel engine technologists as well. I'll discuss automotive diesel engine, which is available just with Ashton. That's for 72 weeks, and the price is $17,000 for certificate 3. Now, light vehicle mechanical technology it's available with VIT, Acumen, Ashton, Apero, Box Hill, Lennox. So it's available with quite a few of colleges, and Everest would be the regional college. Now, there are TAFEs that are in regional areas as well. However, when it comes to college sectors, Everest Institute offers automotive in a regional area, and the automotive package anywhere would be around $18,000, with 15,600 being for Cert 3 and around $6,000 individually for Cert 4. Apart from that, heavy vehicle mechanical technology is only available with Kangan. That's not available in any other institute apart from Kangan, and that goes up to anywhere around $18,000. Diploma of automotive technology or diploma of automotive mechanical diagnosis is available again with different institutes. However, there are certificate 3 and 4 also available in same field, automotive diagnosis, mechanical diagnosis, which are available with Menzies and VTR, which is for 34 weeks, but it's for $62,000 itself. So Victoria has quite a lot to offer when it comes to different courses in automotive and hospitality in all the sectors, with a price range of 14,000 to 18,000 packaged together. We do get COEs offered at a pretty low cost, because as of now they have reduced the package cost as well. And keeping COVID-19 situation in mind, most of the colleges, they are offering COEs at a reduced cost. Now they do have a reduced payment plans as well when it comes to Victorian state for hospitality and automotive, and the intakes, they are available almost every month. However, with certain colleges which offer 360 hours of work placement component, their intakes, the next intake available would be October for hospitality and November for automotive.
Okay, excellent. You've covered the next point as well. We'll come back to that. Before going to the next state, Sudhe, I've got a question for you. Prasad is asking if someone has a student visa that expires in 2022, can they study another course like Diploma of Hospitality Management in parallel before the student visa expires? So in concurrently at the same time, can they study?
Yes, your visa condition allows you to study 2 courses at the same time. And if you yourself can manage the study load, so there is no issue of studying 2 courses at the same time.
Okay, excellent. No problem. Thank you. Now, before going to Adelaide, Diksha, can you please cover the NT and Tasmania at the same time, please?
Yes, sure, Manpreet. So I'm going to cover both the south and the north. Yeah. So first of all, I'll start with automotive. For automotive, NT unfortunately doesn't have any courses, but we do have courses in Tasmania. So obviously you have like certificate 3 in light vehicle motor, plus you have cert 4 in automotive mechanical diagnosis, and similarly diploma of automotive technology or diagnosis as well. Now there are 2 providers which are offering these courses. One is Central Australia Institute, and other is Vocational Training Institute. With Central Australia Institute, you have Cert 3, Cert 4, and Diploma. So Cert 3 is for 52 weeks, which is 1 year. Then Cert 4 is for 26 weeks, which is like 6 months, and then diploma is for 1 year as well, like 52 weeks. So it's approximately 2.5 years. But if you want to study Cert 3 and Cert 4, that's also absolutely fine. Similarly, for vocational training, there are only Cert 3 and Cert 4 available. They don't have diploma, so you can study only Cert 3, which is for again 52 weeks, and a Cert 4 for 34 weeks. As I think most of the entry requirements have been discussed, just one thing is that like for these courses specifically, the student has to be 18 years and above. So that is one thing. If you're below 18 years, it will be difficult for you to get through. And one more thing is, even if you don't have English requirement, like you don't meet English requirement, or your IELTS or PT is expired, you can go for LLN test or placement test, which can help you to get enrollment in these courses without an English test as well. Or you can go for a LE course, which will help you to get a certificate, which will make you qualify to study these courses in the colleges. Okay, now next coming to like we're talking about hospitality. So uh, in Tasmania, we do have certificates, like we do have Cert 3 in cookery, and then we have Cert 4 in cookery, diploma in hospitality management, but we also have bachelors. So there's a Bachelor of Business Administration in hospitality management, which is for 3 years. It is in UTAS, University of Tasmania. So somebody who's interested to do bachelor's, they can go for that. The entry requirement is 6, no less than 5.5 in that, and they need to be they need to pass their year 12 with 60%. Now, when it comes to certificates, it's basically present in the TAFE, which is in Tasmania. Then it is in Brighton, then it is in Frontier, Green Hill, Australian Academy. So there are different institutes which have almost same entry requirements and everything. And we work like mostly like students can contact us. We work with them like very closely and all those things. Then when it comes to NT, we do have CDU. So CDU is one university which is offering certificate 3 and 4 in cookery along with the diploma. So they have that course available both in Darwin plus Alice Springs. So if a student wants to, and these both are regional, like, you know, if someone wants to study in Alice Springs, they're very happy to accept like all kind of applications. So they're pretty relaxed when it comes to the Alice Springs campus. And also they have it in Darwin as well. Also, there is one college called Australian Career College. They also have cookery package. Now, when it comes to prices, I think most of these guys have covered, like the prices vary, like, you know, from $15,000 to $20,000. So if obviously if they're taking individually, then certificate 3 will be around 12,000 or 10,000. But if they're taking a package, it would cost them somewhere between 15,000 to 20,000. So yeah, it is pretty much the same. And as Akshdeep also mentioned, like colleges currently they're taking lower deposit. So what happens is, like, you know, they will tell you to pay $500 to get the COE for now, and then when at the time of enrollment you have to pay like enough the remaining $1,500 as well. But it's easy for you to get the COE, save that money, and, you know, while enrollment you can pay those remaining $1,500.
Excellent. No problem. Thank you so much. Falguni, can you please tell us about Adelaide?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Mangaresh. My name is Falguni, and I'm representing Adelaide today. So first, I'll be letting you know about the hospitality and cookery, and then we'll move forward to automotive. So when it comes to hospitality and specifically Cert 3, Cert 4, and diploma in cookery, we have a lot of colleges, and definitely it obviously depends on how much you are ready to spend. What is your budget and how serious are you to whether you want to go ahead with your bachelor's or you just want to stop at your Cert 4. So we have Durban International, then we have Meridian, then we have Mechelen, which is a very popular college here. And we have quite a few new colleges that are coming from Melbourne, opening their new branches in Adelaide. So a lot of options. If you want to go ahead with TAFE, you definitely it goes towards a little more expensive when we consider the price range with TAFE. But all other colleges that I mentioned should have a price range between 16 to 25. Again, depending if you want to go ahead with your diploma or you just want to study Cert 3 and Cert 4. Also depending on how exactly are you taking a concurrent study, or you want to just complete 2 years and then go further. Intakes, specifically if we talk, few colleges like Mechelen, they have intakes almost every month. So again, that's a flexibility that the students get. But other colleges also, usually towards the year end, we have intakes for October, we have for November, we have for August and September. So again, depending on the provider, again, the colleges that give their placements, the 360 hours of placements, again, they have a little less frequency in terms of intakes. So they have intakes probably once in two months or probably alternate months. But yeah, if you're looking for intakes for every month, Mechelen is there. Also, I would like to just inform everybody, we have few colleges that are coming from Melbourne, as I said, considering the conditions of COVID-19 that are happening right now. So we have the Victorian College, we have Nova College, and then we have the Wakefield College. Both of them are for, all three of them, you can get your Cert 3 and Cert 4. And if you want, you can again package it with diploma. And of course, considering the COE, very less initial deposit, around 500 to 800 just to get the COE. And then of course you can go for the payment plan. Now, if we go for considering the Cert 3 in light vehicle mechanical technology and the Cert 4 in automotive mechanical diagnosis, we have TAFE, of course, TAFE SA. Then we have Sheffield College, Swan College, Aspen College, and Macallan. The intakes would be probably the same as with the hospitality, nothing much different there. And the price range usually is the same. So again, it depends on which provider you go ahead with. But on an average, if we talk about the price range, they probably start around 15 and they can go up to around 27. If you consider TAFE, around 30. So not much that we have at the moment considering the scholarship, but yes, anybody who's looking for going for cookery, we do have new colleges that are coming in and who are starting their colleges here in Adelaide. And of course, everybody can have benefits from them for the initial deposit and of course, the total fees and the payment plan as well. That's pretty much it from Adelaide.
Excellent. Thank you. Now, Naman. Naman, can you please tell us about Perth?
Hello everyone, I am Namandeep Kaur and I would be covering WA State for automotive and hospitality management courses. So first of all, I would like to start with automotive courses. And WA for automotive, we have two major providers. First is the Aparo and the second is Macallan. In both of the colleges, the courses for automotives are Cert 3 in light vehicle mechanical technology, Cert 4 in automotive mechanical diagnosis, and followed with the diploma of automotive technology. Cert 3 is for 52 weeks, that is for 1 year. And in Aparo, it is the cost for the courses around 16,000, but at the moment Aparo is offering COVID-19 scholarship of around 4,000, and followed with the Cert 4 and diploma, again they are offering scholarship of around 2,000 for each of these courses. So the
4,000 is by Aparo, right? Sorry to disturb. 4,000 is by Aparo?
Yeah, 4,000 for Cert 3, and for Cert 4 and diploma, 2,000 for Cert 4 and 2,000 for diploma of automotive technology. So the complete package is around, if we just consider the scholarship, it's around 10 and around 18,000 complete 2 years fees. And for in Macallan, the complete package, the same courses, same duration, the package is around 39,000, and they are not offering any scholarship at the moment, but they have the low deposits to get the COE issued, and flexible payment plans are there for automotive in Macallan. Next, I come to the hospitality management. So we have commercial cookery, Cert 3, Cert 4, and diploma of hospitality management. So there are a number of education providers for cookery package, and I would be covering 4 or 5. So we have LEAD, and LEAD has intakes every alternate months, and the package is around 22,000 for Cert 3, 4, and diploma. And Waves colleges there, they have around the fees for the course is around 20,000. Again, other colleges are APSC, APSI, PCBT is there, GC is there. In GC and KCBT, the intakes are only July and February, and the package is around 22,000 for the 2 years. And in KCBT, again, the fees is average fees is around 22,500 in KCBT also. So in the major providers which have the monthly intake is LEAD, and LEAD is there, and the other colleges Waves, which have the monthly intakes. The other colleges, few of them have the alternate months, and few of them have just July intake or February and July intake.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ravina, can you please tell us about the entry requirements? Because there are people asking about the entry requirement. Those people have kind of joined in later. Can you quickly please tell us about the entry requirements?
Sure, Mankarish. So for cookery, the standard requirement is year 12 minimum qualification in terms of academic entry requirement, and in terms of English, they need to have minimum score of 5.5, no less than 5. But as Diksha mentioned earlier, if in case the student does not have any English test score with them, so there are colleges who can conduct an English placement test or LLM test for them so that they can meet the English requirement to enter into the program, or otherwise they can go with the Ali course package, or they can go for the placement test. And the same thing is with automotive, the entry requirements are same for both the courses.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much. Before we go back to education, I've got a few questions for Suday. Suday, Varghese is asking, can I do certificate for cookery job ready program in my TR? So when somebody is on TR, can they do certificate for cookery?
So, like, if you're aiming to nominate the occupation as a chef for your PR, you need to study certificate 3 and 4. And after completing the certificate 4, you need to make sure you have 1 year of your visa left to do the job ready program.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we usually suggest for those who are on the TIA, so to go for a course which only requires certificate 3, because such as motor mechanic, for the skill assessment, you only need certificate 3. Certificate 3 is usually 1 year course. So if you started on the TR, so by completing the course, you still have 1 year left of your TR to do the job ready program, which is the skill assessment for this occupation. So I'm assuming that you are asking only about certificate 4. You must have already completed certificate 3. So then, yes, that's the answer to your question is yes. If you complete certificate 4 on your TR and you have 1 year left, yes, you can go for it.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. As most of the guys know that MARA agents are registered agents, migration registered agents, people were in the past were asking, so how come the education and consultants know so much about it? There is a program which is called QAAC. We all have done the certification. So most of the Aussizz education consultants are basically QAAC certified. So that is the reason they are the experts in their own field. So just wanted to let everybody know about it. There is a question for Perth, and that is for Sajid is asking Naman, any colleges are offering QAAC registered trade, automotive, carpentry, cookery, plumbing courses in Perth? QAAC registered trade.
Yeah, we have covered this PCBT is there for carpentry. PCBT college is there. They have most of these carpentry, and we don't have any for, they have wall, floor and tiling, not plumbing and carpentry is there.
Okay. So what was, I think Sajid, please get in touch with Naman. I'm sure she'll help you. Coming back to the ACT, so I'm sure either Ravina or anyone can help me here. There is a question from Prasad. He's asking, can you shed some light on entry requirements for diploma, advanced diploma, hospitality management in ACT? ACT is pretty much the same, right? 5.5 English is what it should be.
Yes, Mangaresh. So entry requirements are same, even they are getting the admission done in ACT or in any of the colleges over there. So this is the minimum criteria for getting the admission.
Okay, excellent. No problems. So we basically covered most of the things. We've covered the colleges. Now let's come back to available intake, because we are sitting in July now. July started. Half of the year is gone. We are sitting in July where most of the intakes, I believe, should be coming up, or they're few courses where there is a monthly intake. So can we go from starting from Brisbane? Can we please cover the available intakes and if there are any scholarships? I know Prithvi, you've covered the scholarship area a little bit earlier. Can you please tell us more again, as in scholarships and available intakes?
Yep, sure. So as I already discussed about the automotive and cookery as well, so I'm just going to cover it up again. So yes, there are scholarships available for the students, and there are COVID special like promotions going on with the St. Peter's College, which offering certificate 4 and diploma of hospitality. And right now they are offering like $17,500 for both the courses, and that is for 2 years. And I think they used to have like around $22,000 before that. And yes, there are one more college like Canterbury College, which offering this course at $19,000 in Brisbane, and they have an intake in July, September, January, and March. And yes, they also provide 360 hours work placement for the students to be eligible for their temporary residence. And they also have a tie-up with a few hotels like Hilton and Sofitel, which is really like useful for the students for their job ready program. So they are going to help with the job ready program with this whatever they have tie up with, And about automotive, there are only one college is offer like Australia. Yes, Australia is offering 10% of scholarship, and they have a intake in January, April, July, and October, and they are offering 10% of scholarship. Yep. So there are like pretty much cover up with the scholarship. Yep. Back to you, Mangaris.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Prithvi. Ravina, can you please tell us about NSW?
Sure. So in NSW also, all the colleges probably have monthly intakes with them. So in this July intake, they can get the intake. After that, it can be August and October and probably November. And generally the gap is like after every 1 month or every 2 months, they do have the intakes with them for the admission and for all the courses. In terms of scholarships, we don't have much scholarships over here. But yeah, the colleges do accept the lower deposit for the COEs, and as Prithvi mentioned about Aussizz College, so they are offering that scholarship here in NSW as well because they have their campus here. And apart from that, there is this Apex College who is offering $2,500 discount on their cookery package.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Aksh, our home territory.
Victoria has quite a lot of colleges that are available. So the intakes start as early as 6th of July, which are available when it comes to commercial cookery, even in regional areas. So if you're looking for intakes in regional areas, they are starting 6th of July. And in July, they have 2 intakes available, 6th and 30th. And most of the colleges, they have July and then they have August. Alternatively, they have all the year round, they have intakes available for automotive and for commercial cookery. If you're looking for colleges which offer 360 hours of work placement, the most recent intakes would be September, October, and November. So
Okay.
for automotive and for hospitality, these would be the intakes that would be available.
Yeah.
Victoria already has competitive prices when it comes to rest of the states in regards to packages. That is Cert 3, Cert 4, and Diploma.
That's a promotion for our home state. Okay, all right, go ahead.
So guys, anybody who's interested in commercial cookery and the packages, they start at a very low rate. That's like 14,500 for Cert 3 and Cert 4, and they go up to 24,000. And the initial deposit is again pretty low, and they have a monthly payment plan, which is much more flexible for students.
Okay. So in general, what Aksh had to say, that please come to Melbourne. All right, going back to Adelaide, Falguni, can you please tell us about Adelaide?
Again, as I earlier said, considering cookery, we have few colleges that those provide monthly intakes. Macmillan is one of those. And then the new colleges that are coming in, we have intakes for July, then we have for August, followed by October and November. Similar pattern would be followed for automotive as well. We'll have Sheffield College, Swan College. They'll have intakes, and Macmillan as well. They'll have intakes almost every month. And definitely the initial deposit that they require would be low as 500 in case of hospitality, or around 800. And then of course the monthly payment plan can be followed. Of course, with automotive, not a lot of colleges compared to the cookery, but then still we have a lot of them. So they can always like do an initial payment, and then intake should not be a problem. So if on an average, if we see intakes, we have it from July, they can still enroll in the July intake. Then we have it for August, followed by September, October, and November. So I think it's the half year long.
Okay, thank you. Before going to Naman in Perth, Sudhir, I've got a question here for you. Kashyap is asking, what are the permanent residency requirements and chances after doing certificate for cookery in Adelaide?
Okay, so if you chef is one of the occupations open in South Australia. So by open, I mean when they open, because South Australia has recently closed and they will open next in August. And yes, but if you are a chef in South Australia, if you study there and work there 1 year in your field, so you will be eligible to apply for 190 if you work in Adelaide. But if you work out of Adelaide, I mean in regional South Australia, only 6 months part-time work experience is enough.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you. Thanks, Uday. Naman, coming back to you, can you please tell us about the available intakes and scholarships?
Yeah, for in WA, the available intake for automotive in Aparo is upcoming July and September. Again, Aparo is providing the scholarship.
That is
4,000 for
4,000, right?
3
That's stuck in my head. 4,000 stuck in my head. Okay. All right.
Yeah, so Aparo is only providing the scholarship at the moment, and it's also a good amount. Like the total fees for Cert 3 is 16,000, and they are offering 4,000 scholarship. Again, very flexible payment plans and initial deposit. They require a reduced initial deposit to make your CEO issued. And again, the other intakes in McAllen, they have the August and September intake, and at the moment they don't have any scholarships. And for cookery, there are colleges like Waves, Lead, they have monthly intakes, and the package is around for 2 years is around 20 to 22,000. Few of the colleges, they have the alternate month intakes, and again the same package around 22,000 for the 2 years of the course. And few of the colleges, they have just July intake like GC and KCBT. And in cookery, they don't have any scholarship, but again, they need very less deposit to make your CO issued and very flexible payment plans.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much, Naman. So we pretty much education guys have covered most of the things. Sudhay is going through the Facebook questions. If she can answer anything, I can see that. Sudhay, any advice from migration? Sorry. I can't forget NT and Tasmania. Sorry. Diksha, can you please tell us about NT and Tasmania? Sorry.
Thanks, Mangaresh. Yeah, so I think for NT and Tasmania, like TAFEs and universities, they don't have that many intakes. So TAFE will have 2 intakes. University has 3 intakes. The next intake for both of them is July, which is currently still eligible to apply for that. And then the next intake is October. But with other colleges, it's mostly monthly or alternate month. Now it depends also on which intake you want, like which classes you want. Do you want a weekend batch? Do you want weekday batch? Because a month they will run weekend classes, so you'll get only Saturday and Sunday, because that's what a lot of students prefer as well. Or if you want a weekday classes, then there'll be a different month for that as well. So pretty much that is about intake. And about scholarships, CDU does have occasional scholarships, so it's around 10 to 15%. With other colleges, currently they're accepting lower deposit, as everybody has said. So they might take $500 to $1,000 for COE deposit, but at the time of enrollment, you have to pay for the remaining amount. So, and it's not like you're getting like it's getting reduced or something. And also they'll make very flexible payment plans. So that is something during this time the colleges are considering.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Diksha. Now I can announce that education is done. Coming back to Sudhay, we've talked so much about different courses, and there are so many streams which are there. What's your advice to the potential students?
Yeah, as we know, like a trade occupation has been always popular among all the students. It's even more in trend nowadays, considering that the point has gone up for other occupations like accounting, IT, engineering. They have reached up to 95 points. So it's been more popular most of the time. People enroll in these courses because of the advantage these courses have in their future PR pathways. So for these 2 courses, cookery and motor mechanic, the required point for 189 visa is 90 points as of now. It's similar to other non-pro-rata occupation, but there is a big advantage when it comes to 190 and 491 visa, which are state sponsorship visas. So as we know, like 190 is a direct permanent residency, sponsored by state. So you need minimum 60 points to apply for it, and at the same time you need to meet the additional requirement for each state. And 491 is a 5-year regional visa, provisional visa, which leads to permanent residency. So like if I want to go state by state, for this requirement for these 2 occupations that we are discussing today, like if I start with Victoria, Victoria, it's open for a cook and chef and baker, but they require 5 years of work experience. So the work experience can be part-time, but it must be after qualifications. So if you have 5 years work experience, so part-time, so you can apply for your 190 in Victoria with minimum 60 points. So as of now, the Victoria and most of the states are closed because the federal government hasn't allocated the new seats to all the states. So although like some of the states like Northern Territory, Western Australia, Western Australia, they are open, but they don't issue any nomination till they know about the quota of this year. So this requirement that I'm just explaining today is just as of now. It may change in future. It may remain the same. The only requirement that we already know has changed is about the Northern Territory Darwin. So in Northern Territory, like all these occupations are open, like cook, chef, baker, but motor mechanic is not open in Northern Territory. So, but diesel motor mechanic is open.
Okay.
So there is a slight change.
Yeah.
So in Northern Territory, if you complete your 2-year study there, this is the main requirement. So if you complete the new, like your 2-year study there, and after that you have 6 months of your visa left, full time, which gives you full work right, you can apply for 190.
Okay.
So it might not be suitable for those people who are already on the TR and there to study 2-year course, because by the time the TR is completed, they run out of the visa, and the next visa they possibly are eligible for is a student visa, and a student visa doesn't give work right. So unless they study a course like a master by research, which is another story.
Yes.
If you want, so it's better to move to Northern Territory from beginning.
Okay.
And or if you are working in Northern Territory for 2 years in your field, one of these courses, like a assessment, so you will be eligible for 190 as well, but you need to show that you have a job offer, a contract for next 12 months.
Okay.
So this is for Northern Territory. If you have already moved there and completed your study, or you will complete it, don't worry. So the new changes doesn't affect you. So it will affect for those who starts from July.
Yes.
And next would be the Tasmania. Tasmania has been very popular for trade courses. So all these occupations which we are discussing today are open in Tasmania. So it means if you complete your course in these occupations, after 2 years, you can get a 190 visa.
Okay.
Like and the other requirement is that if you are not studying in these courses and you move there, so let's say you have different occupation as assessment and you move there and study these courses. So you need to show a career plan. Sure, that's how this course that you're studying will help you in future to find a job in Tasmania.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is an additional requirement. So it's the same for like for 491 visa. If you study 1-year course there, which is not in Tasmania list, you have to show the career plan again to show your commitment, to show your employability there. So and then there are chances you get your 491 visa. So you have to choose wisely which course you study in which state.
Yeah. And for that you can contact Sudhe.
Yeah, you can contact me for the detailed information. And like for what's next? Like next, Western Australia, we already discussed about Western Australia requirement is 2 years study there in any field, even they accept early course study.
Yeah.
So 2 years study there. After that, you have to show a job offer there, and then you can be sponsored for 190 visa. And then New South Wales has been always very friendly to and welcoming to trade occupations. Like if for New South Wales from 1st of January this year, unfortunately, they are not sponsoring anyone who is not living there. They don't
Yeah.
sponsor interstate applicants. But as long as, like, if you are a chef, as long as you move there and just establish your life there, like live there 2-3 months minimum, and show you have established and you are committed to live in New South Wales. So then you can get the 190 visa with only 70-75 points they are sponsoring now. So
Yeah.
it might go down. I had client that who gets only 190 with 60 points. It depends which time of the year you are applying, what is the occupation in demand in New South Wales. But
Yes.
definitely it's much lower, like 70-75 points, you can get the invitation. So
Mhm.
how you can show that you are residing there? So it's good if you can show that like you have a lease agreement, rental agreement, like you have a bank statement if you are working there, employment letter, pay slips, and everything with your name, utility bills. There are lots of documents that you can show that you are living there, and to convince them to that you are dedicated to live here. And one more thing which is good to know is that, because I'm getting this question a lot of times, so how about if I go and live and study there and my husband works in Victoria or in another state? So that is a negative point. So I don't recommend it. It's better to move with the whole family to show
Yeah.
that you are going to live there at least for next 2-3 years.
That's right.
And for 491 visa in New South Wales, so they are closed just on 30th of June
Yeah.
financial year.
Yes.
We never know when they will open again.
Yeah.
But it was they changed the requirement in the middle of the program in that 1 week window. So initially they said you have to work there 1 year, and then they make it easier. They said that as long as you're living there in a regional area,
Yeah.
you are eligible to apply. And then you not only 50 points, you could get the invitation for 491 in New South Wales, which is a bonus. Like lots of the occupations which are not easy to get invitation, like accounting was
Yes.
there. So I know people with 50 points got the invitation from 491 as an accountant, which is amazing. And lastly, I think I have covered almost all the states. And Queensland has been closed to all the occupations now, but usually Queensland, they ask for a master study, like master's course. So they, like for graduate stream, they don't sponsor for lower, like undergrad.
Yes.
Course. And yeah, for 491 Victoria is the last thing, which has been very popular, and it has been started from November 2019. So any occupations which is in any list, like medium long-term list, SOL, STSOL list, and the ROL list, if you have any occupations in any of these lists and you have an offer of employment full-time in a regional area in Victoria, you can apply for 491 visa. So only 50 points is required.
Excellent.
So by yourself, and then you will get 15 points from the state, and then 65 points you can get the invitation.
Yeah.
So, and another update about the Victoria nomination for 491 visa recently, like by recently, I mean in the last 2 days, they have reached a quota for 491 visa as well. So they started like refusing 491 visa applications which have been already launched. So, but they said that you can apply again once the program is open. So there is no need to be worried. Don't stress, guys. So you can apply again once the 491 visa in Victoria is open. There won't be any ban, because usually when you get a refusal from Victoria, you will get 6 months ban, and then you cannot apply for any other visa.
Yeah.
But in this situation, they have announced there won't be any restrictions. You can apply again. You can lodge the EOR, but you can you need to wait for the program to be open to apply for nomination.
Excellent. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sudhay. We pretty much tried to take most of the questions, I should say, not all, but most of the questions. Guys, as we discussed, we tried our level best to give you as much information as possible when it comes to entry requirements, pathways, colleges, available intakes, scholarships, everything. And Sudhay has given like a proper information when it comes to migration. As we discussed, and why these people know so much is because migration registered agents is what Sudhay is, and what when it comes to education consultants, they are basically QAAC certified consultants. So that's the reason they know what they were talking about, and that is what the main reason to get experts from different states and give you the proper information rather than giving misleading information or a wrong information. So we tried our level best to give you proper information. Still, if you have any questions, which I can already see there are hundreds of more questions, due to the time limitations, we can't look after everyone, so apologies for that. But please get in touch with your nearest Aussizz office. Aussizz, as you guys know, that is one of the leading education and migration agents in Australia. We pretty much have offices in all the states except NT and Tasmania, which will have it soon. But in the meantime, please get in touch with us if for any education or migration information or question. Get in touch. Happy Friday, and see you soon, probably in next fortnight. If you have any of the topic which you would like us to cover, please do not hesitate to send us message. We'll definitely look into that, and we'll definitely cover that as per as possible. So thank you so much for listening. I know there are thousands of people who are watching that. I hope that we've given you information which we're looking for, and see you in fortnight. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for your time, and have a good Friday. Have a good weekend.
Please make sure you put all your questions in the comment. I make sure that I answer all of them one by one. And also you can reach out to me on Facebook. I'm more than happy to assist you all.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sudhay.
Friday.
Thank you.
Take care. Thank you, guys. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye.